Good morning, everyone. So I'm being a little quiet. The husband's still in bed. I'm up early. It's almost 7, but I've been up since 5:30. But anyway, I was up late last night watching my baking videos. I found a recipe for Pop Tarts. Who knew it would be so simple to make your own Pop Tarts? Well, it just so happens I have some pie dough that I made a few days ago, and it's been in the refrigerator just waiting for me to do something with it. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my pie dough and I'm putting it on my little floured surface here, and I'm just going to roll it out. And it might take a minute because it's been in there and it's kind of cold. I probably should let it rest out here for a couple minutes, but I'm going to start rolling it. And you just kind of roll it into a rectangle, because I'm going to need 2 squares, but I need to make 4 squares, one for me and one for husband. So I'm going to work on rolling this out, and I'll be right back. So I've about got my dough rolled out here. I have to tell you all a story about yesterday. Yesterday was kind of trying. I went down to the garage to see what my husband was into. He's working on this mower project of his. And anyway, we sat down to visit for a minute. And I'm sitting there, my husband's like, I think there's a wasp on your head. And I'm like, I just sit there. Well, he gets up and looks. He's like, well, maybe there wasn't. Well, then we started talking. He sat back down. We started talking again. Well, then he comes at me again. He's like, he took his hat off. He's like, it's there. And I'm just sitting there. Well, he waits a little too long. He goes to swat it. That thing flew down and caught me right in the eye. I slung my glasses, slung my water. I'm just standing there dancing around, and I'm like, where'd it go? Where'd it go? He's like, I don't know. And we're looking everywhere for this stupid wasp that stung me in the face. Well, then I'm like, oh, my ankle. I'm trying to be quiet. My husband's asleep. And it got me on the ankle. And I'm like, he said, is it in your pants? I'm like, I don't know. And I'm standing there. It starts stinging me up my leg. And I had white pants on, so I could see it. It was up here. It was clear up here on my leg. And I'm screaming, I'm like, I gotta get these pants off, I gotta get these pants off. So I'm standing down there in the garage trying to get my pants off. So I get these pants off and I'm shaking my pants and screaming. Because I think it stung me like 4 times. And so it finally shoots out of my pants and it falls on the garage floor. My husband, he's stuck. I'm sitting there holding my face, screaming. It wasn't funny at the time. Oh, but my eye, it's still swollen. Oh, it still hurts. Okay, I'm better now. But I've about got my my Pop Tart crust rolled out. Okay, so I went ahead and cut my Pop Tarts. I ended up getting 4 out of it, and they might be a little thin. I don't know. This is my first time making them, but I'm going to take some of my blueberry jam that I made yesterday and use as a filling. So I'm going to pop mine open. Maybe. There we go. Oh, that's set so nice. And I'm just going to spoon a little in these. And it said less is more, so I have to be careful not to overfill them. Just kind of spread it out. And I did an egg wash on all of the pieces. So I'm going to get these filled, and I'll be right back with you. So I got the pastries, or the Pop Tarts, filled with the blueberry jam, and I crimped them shut, and I forgot to show them to you before I put them in the oven, so I popped them out real quick. So this is what they look like going in. They look like Pop-Tarts. I overfilled them a bit, so let's see how they handle being overfilled. I'm not sure if they'll burn or get too crusty, but we'll see. I'll let you know. We'll pop them in the oven. So the oven's at 400 and it said to cook them for 20-25 minutes, but I'm going to check them after 15 because everybody's oven's different. And we'll see, because this is the first time I've ever made them. I had something else I wanted to tell you. Since I opened up my jam, I really hate to put the lid, the flat back on, because sometimes when you open it, I always bend it or pinch it. Walmart sells these reusable caps in wide mouth and regular mouth size jars. They fit wonderfully. How about that? So I love these, and I just wanted to pass that along. So if you don't want to, or you bend up your flat, or it's rusty, or it's kind of cruddy, you can get these at Walmart, and they work perfect. They're mainstay brand. Okay, so I just took these out of the oven. They look amazing. So my hair is awful. This is one of them. I just got out of bed and decided I was going to make Pop Tarts. But let me bring them closer. Look how golden brown they got. Okay, isn't that? They did ooze out a little bit. So next time I'll have to remember not to fill them too full. And I'm going to make a simple icing to put on the top with some sprinkles. The husband could have told me my hair looked so bad.
Your hair looks nice.
Get the Pop Tarts out of the oven. They're sitting here cooling on the cooling rack. I'm just going to make a simple syrup icing. Not really syrup, an icing with confectionery sugar. I've got about a half cup because I've only got 4 Pop Tarts. And then we're going to do a little bit of vanilla. And then some heavy cream, and not too much because it's a very small batch. Oh, this is a brand new bottle. Wait a minute. I think I have some more in the fridge. Okay, so apparently I did not have more in the fridge. So I'm going to open my heavy cream. And I'm just going to start out with a bit. And we're going to start to whisk it. And just kind of check the consistency. We want it to be like a nice thick icing. This is similar to what I put on the cinnamon rolls. Actually, it's exactly like you put on cinnamon rolls. Yeah, see, it's getting nice and thick. And before I slather it on everything, I want to give it a little taste here in just a second. Oh, that's a nice thick. See how thick that is? Nice and thick consistency. But we want these to cool before we put this on, or it'll just run all over the place. Okay, let's give it a little taste. Needs a little bit more vanilla. Or a little salt. Need some salt. Maybe a little vanilla. Okay. All right. Maybe I'll mix a little bit of that jam in here. I'm thinking. Okay, maybe not. And after I put this on, I'm going to put some sugar sprinkles and just a little bit of salt. For some reason, I like a little bit of salt with my sweet. Okay, we're going to wait for these to cool, then we'll start assembly. Okay, so the Pop Tarts got all nice and cool, and I put the frosting on, or the icing, and then I had one of these sprinkle rounds, and there was a purple one, so since it was a blueberry, I did that. Husband grabbed his before I got the sugary sprinkles on, but that's okay. He's counting the calories. Well, I am too. Isn't that cute? Okay, we're going to see how it tastes. Oh my God. That tastes just like a Kellogg's Pop Tart. Oh my gosh. That is good. All right, so look at the bottom. The bottom got nice and brown. And you can do these in different flavors. You can actually do a chocolate pastry and do the whole chocolate filling. But that blueberry, I bet a strawberry rhubarb jam would be good in there. Oh! Mm. Mmm. Mmm. That's really good. All right. I will try to post the link to this recipe in the video comments. And I hope you've enjoyed. I can't get over how good this is. A homemade Pop Tart. I'd never thought of that. All right. Enjoy. Hope you're having a wonderful day. I'm going to enjoy my Pop Tart.